Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Curiosity Wax, and this is a video looking at this colouring book, Colouring Europe, Vive France, a colouring book tour of French culture, cuisine and architecture. Experience France's cobblestone streets and sidewalk cafes as if you were actually there while enjoying hours of colouring fun. Explore Paris and other areas of France with over 60 evocative illustrations of French landmarks and scenery. This colouring book travelogue takes you on an artistic vacation to one of the world's most picturesque destinations, offering hours of relaxation and travel inspiration. And what is exciting about these books, this part of the Colouring Europe series of colouring books, is the single-sided pictures, and you get a fact about the country and about the things in the picture. So let's head straight to the flip through for a closer look. This is the cover for Vive la France, and this is the back cover, published by Waves of Colour. That's how thick the book is, and the pages are nice and heavyweight paper, and you can use your markers and your watercolours and your paint because this printed single-sided. The illustrations are by Lee Ilson. Eiffel Tower, France. Wherever you are in Paris, you can see the Eiffel Tower. Arc de Triomphe de l'Étoile, Paris. Located at the juncture of 12 major avenues, the Arc de Triomphe stands proud over a bustling centre. La Grande Arche de la Défense and Joan Miro Sculptures, Paris. Designed as a 20th century version of l'Arc de Triomphe, this monument symbolises readiness to welcome a new era. Dessert millefeuille. Yeah, I can't pronounce that one. This treat's name references the many layers of the flaky pastry sandwiching delicious creamy fillings. Sacré-Cœur Basilica, Montmartre, Paris. High atop Montmartre Hill, this beautiful church invites you to take a break and catch your breath. Tea and sweets. Slow down and enjoy a cup of tea and a tasty treat. The rooftops of Paris. Seen from above, the city is a different magical world. A flower shop. With so many beauties before you, how do you choose just one? Sidewalk cafe. Your cares will fall away as you enjoy coffee at a sidewalk cafe. Light fixture at the Musée d'Orsay, Paris. Don't forget to look up and admire the beautiful lighting. Dessert, tart. These tarts will stop you in your tracks with their beauty and flavour. There's tarte aux fraises. One year when we went to France, I decided that everywhere we went I was going to have tarte aux fraises for pudding. So that was fun. Metro station, Paris. Deep below the city, the metro waits to take you wherever you want to go. Pretty handbags. So many varieties, something for every taste. A window on the city, Paris. So much to see and do right outside your window. Breakfast breads at the hotel. A hearty breakfast is the perfect start to a busy tourist's day. Musée du Louvre, Paris. People flock from all over the planet to visit this huge and diverse art collection. Remember to pace yourself. The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. What is essential is invisible to the eye. The Little Prince. Moulin Rouge, Paris. Famed for its dances and associated with Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec, the Moulin Rouge remains a nightlife hotspot to this day. Shopping at the Marché. The best meals start with a careful selection of ingredients from the market. The streets of Montmartre, Paris. Climbing the steep hills is easy with sights like this along the way. Dessert, cake. You'll want to keep these Parisian treats all to yourself. Street kiosks, Paris. These iconic booths may appear cluttered and chaotic, but don't overlook the helpful information they share. Dessert, macarons. This meringue-based treat was brought to France by Catherine de Medici. Avenue des Champs-Élysées, Paris. Enjoy this beautiful wide street as you walk through a part of the city where the past reaches out to greet you. The bread of France. There's a bakery on almost every corner. Treat yourself to a baguette. The Seine River, Paris. Take a minute to daydream about living beside this famous waterway. Ballet flats. You'll especially appreciate these beautiful and practical shoes while walking on cobbled streets. A picturesque scene, Paris. Fill your basket with bread and take your time cycling and taking in the scenery. Apple pie from the local bakery. Start the morning with apple pie and a cup of coffee to prepare for the day ahead. Notre Dame de Paris Cathedral, Paris. This imposing cathedral has stood proud through 800 years of tumultuous history. Flower-lined lanes. Be sure to admire the flowers on your route. Place du Tertre, Montmartre, Paris. Picasso once painted in this square. Who knows what new talented artist works there now, waiting to be discovered. Carousel, Paris. It goes in circles, but it transports riders to a magical time. How does that work? Paris on foot. The next thing to see isn't far. Before you know it, you've walked all over the city. Street lamps, Paris. Even the street lamps are beautiful in the city of lights. A Paris cafe. Stop for a croissant and a cup of coffee. Is there any activity more Parisian? Dessert, madeleines. These cakes are baked in special pans that give them their unique shell shape. Centre Georges Pompidou and the Stravinsky Fountain, Paris. The Centre Pompidou is home to the Musée National d'Art Moderne. Around the corner, enjoy Niki de Saint-Phale's whimsical Stravinsky Fountain. Paris tote bag. Carry it everywhere as a memento of your trip. Tour César Provence. Enjoy the well-preserved medieval architecture of this charming region. Dessert eclair. The origin of this treat is unknown, But you won't be thinking about that as you're devouring this delicious pastry. The picturesque streets of Provence Champagne. Let your feet take you where they will, or allow the signs to guide your wandering. An array of French desserts. Take a moment to give in to the temptation. You've earned it. Restaurant Provence. Try the house specialty for a truly French experience. Dessert Opera Cake. The unassuming appearance hides the complexity of chocolate and coffee flavors in layers of cake, buttercream, and ganache, a harmonious balance that results in sounds of delight. The houses of Colmar. The roof tiles look like fish scales. What's in the rooms behind those windows? At the Marché. Explore the Marché and admire the colourful fresh vegetables. Building decoration. Colmar. Beautiful Colmar delights from every angle. Flowers in a Rococo vase. Paul Cézanne. Deal with nature by means of the cylinder, the sphere, and the cone. Paul Cézanne. Window boxes. Colmar. The city's architecture influenced the film adaptation of Howell's Moving Castle. You can almost feel yourself lifting off the ground. A riverside cafe. Colmar. People and wildlife both stop here to rest. An intricate sign. Colmar. Saint Antoine reads his Bible while watching pigs. A girl herds geese, and proud butchers offer their wares. So much to see on a little sign. Little Venice. Colmar. The quarter takes its nickname from the canals of the Louch River. Floral topiary. Colmar. These well-groomed flowering shrubs and trees offer a cheerful greeting to passers-by. City train. Colmar. Discover the city on this charming little train. Dessert. Tartatin. This glorious concoction of apples, caramel, and pastry is delicious baking mistake turned masterpiece. Souvenir shop. Colmar. Whimsical crafts beckon, and ancient trees loom high above. Is this real life? Traditional Alsatian food. Choucroute garni. Glass of beer and a plate of choucroute garni, sausages and sauerkraut will fill you right up. The ocean seed from the hills of Ise. When you visit this fortified city in southeastern France, be prepared for vertigo. Wine, essentially French. Regions all over France produce wines. Bordeaux vintners hold that the best vineyards are located within sight of the river. A quaint alley south of France. You can feel your soul being filled as you amble through the twisting streets and alleys. Flea market, Lille. Timeless and charming items that call out to you. Mont Saint-Michel, Normandy. This island monastery in Lower Normandy feels like sanctuary from the cares of life. And there's the information about the book. Hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Yay!